Welcome back to the channel. What have we got today for a slider? Well, if you like easy Sunday projects that could be beneficial for home security, then this is one, I believe. And what it is based on solar garden lights, and the idea is laser based security. So very simply, you've got a laser beam firing out of one of these lights that's picked up by another one. And if something crosses through, if a person goes through it or whatever, then an alarm will sound on this one. And it seems, you know, quite an easy project. So we'll go indoors and build it. But there's also a little bonus on it to do with Star Trek. And you'll find out about that into the project. Back indoors at the small work table, I can better explain what I mean. Well, certainly better than AI seems to have done. I was typing a prompt in and wasn't getting anywhere, so instead I'll use this paper. So here goes. Right, so what you've got is, say, a gravel road going off like this. On the one side you've got one of the lights, and its laser beam will be coming across to strike the front of the other stake light, such that something goes through, a person, whatever, and an alarm will sound from this one. So here are the two lights, and here's the laser, which is a dollar store type. I've had this for many years, and we do know that these circuits for garden lights do run lasers because of the BB gun experiment that I posted a short while back. So instead of the LED, you just simply replace it with the laser module in here. And on the other side, I think it'll be a light dependent resistor, and then a small circuit and the speaker, be amplified with a transistor, and that'll be on the other side. Moving along swiftly, I've taken the lights apart, and what I wanted to show was, here's the circuit. I'm going to snip off the LED and instead connect wires to the laser. That's now done. I've actually done it a bit more properly than I was going to. I've desoldered the LED instead and soldered in a couple of wires which go over to the laser circuit, which does seem to line up okay with the hole in the front, and also it does clear when a battery is in. Now I've got these two batteries over here, but I'm going to use this normal AAA for demonstration because these two are actually flat at the moment. One thing I realised was, if the sender unit, if this runs out of battery power before the alarm side, then the alarm will go off. And the way to stop that happening is to have something like this, which I think is 1200 milliamps on the laser side, and this which is only 300 milliamps on the receiving side. So this one with the laser will always outlast the alarm side. Right, there we go. And the laser is on. So I can just pick that up a moment. You can see running very nicely indeed. And there we go, it is back together. I did need to snip off a tiny amount at the back, one of the push switches, but then the thing went together. I've also put in the 1200 milliamp NIMH, so that's done. And if I cover it over, there we go, the laser comes on. So I'll let that charge up now during the day. A bit of a fun aside, I've got plants in for winter in this room, so I've put the stake light in soil for where the plants are. Several hours later it's gone dark, the lights come on, it looks really cool on there. And there it is on the ground. Distance across the road would be about where this pole is, and you can see that, yeah, it's fine there. Here's where I'm up to with this. Very simple circuit. I'll show it working, well, kind of working, it's not loud enough yet, and then I'll show the circuit diagram that I've based it on. So as you can hear, absolutely nothing. If I put my hand across, there we are, the alarm sounds, albeit not very loud. But it is working. So what I've got is this circuit here. It's at circuits-diy.com, and it's their simple laser security alarm, which is kind of handy because that's exactly what I was looking for. I haven't got the variable resistor but the rest is the same, and of course I'm not using 9 to 12 volts, I'm just using the output from the stake light itself. But that is that's running, and then what I've got is a 2N222, so the output comes out from the 3906 goes into the 2222, and that's giving the output. But what I'm thinking of doing, let me just get this up, is using a Siklai pair and see if that works. See if that makes it louder. And after trying 3 different circuits to try and get more volume, the penny finally dropped. It's likely that is the volume level of this little buzzer. That's all I will get out of it. That is its volume. I think I'm right. So I'm going to put the original circuit into the stake light. Just build this section. Here's something really cool. You may have noticed on the original circuit diagram that the capacitor was 1000 UF. Well, I had 100 UF in there and I changed it to 1000, and now it sounds like the Star Trek intercom whistle. Compare it with this.
Captain Kirk, bridge to Captain Kirk.
So there we go, and the secondary function of course of this is that if the beam was just broken quickly, there wouldn't be a very quick chirp, it would actually make that trail off sound because of the larger capacitor. So there we are, so we'll always get that sound instead. That's a great improvement, like I say, got Star Trek to it now, can't be bad. Right, I'm just finishing up with this. I'll be tidying that up, that section. What I've got is, I've realised that the little speaker itself should be on this side because that's where the pull tab actually came through, and so we'll allow the sound to exit. Also, there's an on-off switch there. I'm interrupting the positive from the battery so that it doesn't sort of go off all the time when it's not needed. I can switch the thing on and off. Seemed like a simple inclusion. So I'll just finish up some tidying on it, I'll put that battery in, and then we can see if the system works. Alright, I'm just setting this up. It'll be on our approach road driveway. So we've got the one here and over to that one there. So that'll be quite the typical kind of distance for somebody to walk through. Now also, what I would like to point out is that I've done some testing and this speaker was actually really quiet on the inside. So I've moved it outside, I've brought the wires through the little hole that used to be for the pull tab to rip that out to start one of these for the first time. And now it's sitting outside, so it should be slightly louder. Okay, it's now gone dark, and what I'll do first of all, I'll put my hand in front, put my hand in front, there we go, block the light, remove, hand in front again, there we are. Now what I'll do is I'll stand in front. How about there? Yep. Try that again. There we are, the system works. I must just show you something though. I'll pick up the camera and let's see, I don't know if you can see, but there's a big car ramp in the way. There's also a little black box on the top of the solar garden light because the light from that yard light, that's one from the electric company have in place and shines every night, was stopping the panel from switching off. So I've had to put those things in the way. But anyway, the system does work. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Well, this could be pretty good. I'm looking forward to it. Well, finishing it. Whoa! There's a blooper. Oh my. Try that again.